Hi, everybody. My name is Aaron Maynor. I want to give you a quick overview of international student ministry in the Phoenix Valley, some overview, vision, opportunities, everything for our partnership. I'm super excited to be partnering with you guys, partnering with Antioch Church, and introducing this opportunity to your life groups. And so, a little bit about me first. I was born and raised in a small town called Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Bonus points if you know where that is. I'm one of three boys. I'm a twin, but a fraternal twin. I've been married for almost 3 years to my wife, Taylor, and we just welcomed our first child back in May, our newborn shepherd. And then I've been in school for a long time, not in school at the moment, but I have 3 degrees, a bachelor's from Valparaiso, and then a master's from Texas Tech, and then most recently another master's from ASU right here that I graduated with in 2021. So a little bit about ministry. The organization I work with called ISI, or International Students Inc. The vision of ISI is to see every international student befriended, led to a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, and discipled for his service. ISI is actually the oldest and largest foreign student missionary movement in America and is currently being led by an ASU grad, Dr. Singh Tan, who is an ISI product from Singapore. An amazing thing about this ministry is that a lot of the students that we get to interact with and serve and hopefully disciple and lead to faith are really, really influential back in their home countries, and many of them go on to be prominent leaders in the world. Here's a list of a couple of those that are among the most prominent. You can see some country leaders as well as Nobel Peace Prize winners. Another really cool picture that depicts this is the Iranian government cabinet. You can see how many different guys just in this one picture were educated right here in the United States. It's very impressive and just kind of highlights the opportunity that we have to not only reach students from difficult places to reach around the world, like Iran, but the kind of people and the kinds of students that we can interact with, and how important they can be back in their home countries. At ASU, we have an exceptional opportunity. So ASU is the largest on-campus university system in the entire United States. We have over 80,000 students, and that's growing every year. We are also the largest public university for international students in terms of enrollment. That number is now close to 13,000. The top of that graphic on the left says 11.3. But the numbers and the breakdown is still very similar, which is why I show you this. This was actually released in 2022, but you can see lots of students from India, China, Saudi Arabia, as well as some other countries. You can see that top 10 list there, but Vietnam and Kuwait and Mexico. And like I said, that's one of many. The number you can see on the left graphic there says 139. That number is actually over 140 now. It's closer to 160. Lots of different countries represented on campus, an amazing opportunity to really reach the nations right here in the Phoenix Valley. As far as ministry goes, I like to break this ministry down into 3 different components. The 3 S's, they're all S words, so they're fairly easy to remember. Service, social, and spiritual. The service component of this ministry generally takes the form of practical helps. For me personally, that has meant a lot of moving assistance, furniture pickups, furnishings of new apartments, and things like that. So helping the students in those areas, because it's difficult for them not having vehicles, not having places to store stuff, things like that. Also driving lessons. I've given lots of driving lessons, helped students get their license so they have a little more freedom to travel during breaks in the country through renting cars and things like that. But you can also do grocery store pickups. I don't have enough space for pictures, but phone setup, bike repair, shopping trips, English lessons are big, anything to serve the students and help meet practical needs. Socially, this is kind of the fun stuff. There are lots of different ways. The possibilities are really endless for how you can get involved with students and serve them and help them. Attending events on campus that they may invite you to through student orgs. There's outdoor opportunities like camping trips there on the left, hiking trips around the valley. We're blessed to live in a state where these are really fastballs for just really cool things to get to do with students and show them our beautiful country. Also, activity groups. Pickleball's a favorite of mine. You can also think about things like cooking nights, board game nights, anything that's going to get people together, fellowship around some kind of activity is super great. And then a lot of times that leads to time that you get to spend with students in their places of residence, whether it be their apartment, their dorm, something like that. They'll invite you for lunch or tea or even an activity of their own, which is a really great way to continue to build relationships and get involved with them socially. The last component, the spiritual component. How do we reach these students? How do we have conversations about faith and ultimately point them to Jesus? A number of different ways that we can do that. One, home groups, which is where I can see church partnership being really healthy and really important. Different families in the church who are willing to host students for a weekly Bible discussion or a lunch after a Sunday service, things like that. We have a number of different church partner families that do that for us already. We also host a group like that ourselves in our own home, which is a very small town home. So you can do it anywhere you are. I promise it's possible. Investing in these students' personal lives and then in turn letting them invest in yours. We recently, like I said, welcomed our firstborn. Having students be a part of that has been an amazing tool for ministry, helping them um, have opportunities to care for him or even bring us gifts really makes them feel valued and loved. And then on top of that, bringing students into the church. It's actually easier than you think because so many of them, even if they're not Christian or don't have a faith background, are very curious about the cultural element of Christianity here in the US and want to see what a church looks like firsthand. So you have a chance to do that by inviting them into the church. Last two things I'll leave you with. You can pull out your phone. This first QR code is going to take you to a video that I've already uploaded to YouTube that tells you a little bit more about me, my story, how I got involved with ministry, and ways to support the ministry that we're already doing. I would really appreciate it if you guys gave that a watch. It's about 5 minutes long. It just helps you get to know me a little bit better and how I went from all these different degrees in school to pursuing ministry. The second code I'm going to show you here is our most recent video update for our ministry that we sent out to our support base. This was made in August of 2023, so very recent, and just gives you a little bit of an overview of what ministry looks like for us right now, and also gives you a chance to meet some of the students through little video intros so you can have a little bit more of an understanding of the kinds of students we're working with, their passions, and what they've been up to in the summer. So thank you so much for watching this. I'm super excited to meet some more of you guys in person and explore what partnership is going to look like together. Thanks, everybody.